And a little bit unique with the original locks there. When we get over to the Pacific side, they were separated, making one step called the Pedro Miguel, and then a two-chamber step called the Miraflores locks. I know some of you will be heading on there or over to those particular locks a little bit later on today. Also keep your eyes open for crocodiles. Sometimes we have a guest come through with us that hasn't paid any money to do so. If you're wondering about the price of what it costs for us to go through today, it is around $520,000. Okay, for the time being I can stay on the starboard side here. Just depending where you are situated, especially if you are in the World Fresh Marketplace, imagine that you're having breakfast here in the Panama Canal. I want to give a big special shout out as well to all of the baristas on board, which keep me fed with caffeine throughout the courses of the day. So those baristas there down on deck 5, the International Cafe, give them a round of applause. Also on deck 15 there, where we've got our other fine gentlemen there, coffee and cones, keeping me well fed with coffee. Thank you guys and girls. Let's also have a big round of applause for our galley staff up there, making sure your Panamanian breakfast is super special today. And other super smiley emerald teammates assisting you today and every day. So let's give our teammates a big round of applause. And on behalf of our captain as well and our entire navigational team, welcome to the open decks. You should be able to hear this on decks 15 and 16, also in the Skywalker's nightclub. Open on these deck 7 onto deck 8 as well. And then if you head back to your staterooms at any point, if you have balconies, you turn on your TV set onto the live channel or the live app, which you can find on the far left hand side. Press OK. When you get to the live TV, then you're looking for the navigational bridge, which is called the bridge cam. Navigate over to that, press OK with your TV remote, and then turn your TVs up nice and loud. Our speed now slowed down somewhat. About 3 knots. You will most probably hear a lot of other things going on. There's much radio communication here on the bridge.
covering the body of it too.
This full operation today, please excuse me, I do have to remain quiet as I'm walking past our amazing navigation and bridge team up here. So we initially await here until we're granted permission to then head forward. If you are on the open decks, you can listen out for any bells ringing, which will be when the gates are just about to open. Looking ahead, 12 o'clock there, we have a nice clear passage. Usually, if you have a starboard side there, you can see the original Gatun locks, rather busy at the moment with many other vessels, like container vessels, especially this time of year. If you see other vessels with LPG on site, that is liquid petroleum gas carriers. We have LNG, abbreviations would be the liquefied natural gases, bulk carriers, car carriers, tankers, and of course ourselves, passenger vessels too. So once we are in our first chamber, I will talk about the efficient rolling gates, also the water saving basins, and still keeping my eyes open for any wildlife spottings out there too. So let's look at Panama as a country for the moment. As the direction of the Panama Canal, which lies on the Isthmus of Panama, it sits in a east-west direction in Panama. So the canal as such is that ships travelling through it do not travel in a straight line. They travel just the opposite way from what you might assume. Ships travelling from the Pacific Ocean to the Atlantic Ocean, so from the other side of the country and through, but they are going in a southeast direction. Oh, northwest direction, excuse me. But we are here travelling from the Atlantic Ocean to, well, pointing in the direction to the Pacific. However, when we get to the Gatun Lake, this is where we stay. So we are travelling in a southeast direction. But to break it down to make it easier, they do say people from the Pacific, or vessels from the Pacific coming over, are travelling north. And in our current situation, we are travelling south to make it a little bit easier. The first ship to pass through the Panama Canal back on August the 15th, 1914 was the SS Ancon. Can you imagine that was 110 years ago now? So people ask me, is the Panama Canal the original one still in full operation? Yes it is, and it's working just as fine as it always has done. It's very different to the new locks that we are pointing at the moment. They have a different type of gate for a start. It's called a mitre gate. And they close to a point, like an arrow or a chevron, which is always pointing to the highest volume of water. Those original mitre gates are used for lock controls from all places around the world, but actually designed by Leonardo.
坐着，中餐坐着，要不然那个